Hey guys, Chris here with Bliss Health and Wellness. I real quick just wanted to pop in and I don't know about you guys, but I have definitely put some weight on during COVID, working from home, not exercising as much as I should, not getting out of the house as much as I should. Nobody likes to diet. It's not necessarily healthy. Brenda Gregory, Energized Wellness, teaches a great mindful eating program, but just in general, we just try to do better, move more, eat better. So I have a breakfast hash that I love to make, but instead of using potatoes, I will use a rutabaga. This vegetable is packed with fiber, vitamins, and antioxidants. It promotes that feeling of fullness. It is got some powerful compounds that help with premature aging, with inflammation, and it has even been associated to reducing the risk of some cancers. And it's a great potato substitute. My Whole30 cookbook has rutabaga fries, and that's what first turned me on to the rutabaga, and I was like really impressed. And a lot of times my husband doesn't notice that there's not potatoes if I cook it with other vegetables, which is kind of what we're gonna do today. Okay, so with that being said, I have been cutting up some rutabaga here. I'm going to use a little olive oil, just put a little of that into the pan. We're gonna put the rutabaga first because, like the potato, it is going to take a little bit longer to cook. I always like to put those vegetables in that take the longest, and at the end, like I put my greens in. We have kale today. Ooh, I do have some collard greens, but I've been using those. They're big, beautiful leaves, so I've been using those for sandwich wraps. So we'll just go with the kale today. But I also have been trying to get off sugar. Gained 20 pounds since Thanksgiving. That was mainly because I had been off coffee for months. Not only did I go back to coffee, I was frothing, adding cream. Normally I just drink my coffee black if I have it. I've been on tea for a hot minute. But for some reason, got that frother out. Oh my God, it was like marshmallow fluff, the most amazing, comforting. That's a whole nother food issue thing. But anyway, started drinking coffee with cream, drank the shit out of it, hell out of it, whatever. And then gained 20 pounds. And honestly, the snowstorm in Texas where we lost power, that's where I was just kind of like, F it. You know, I'm not dealing with cream anymore. This is like, we were trying to put coffee on the campfire. Whatever. Anyway, so, oops, dropped one. So we're cutting up the, what is this, the rutabaga. And we're gonna start cooking this first. It looks really good. We're just gonna add a little bit of seasonings and herbs just to get that started. Let's get that in there. Now, back to the sugar thing that I was telling you about. I am trying to get back to getting off sugar, which if you can do it hard, cold turkey. You probably have more sugar in your life than you're either aware or acknowledging. So like spice mixes will have sugar. I think my Tony Satchery's maybe even does, so I probably need to work again to find a substitute. So my way to start stepping down sugar is not completely go cold turkey. Start, for sure, cut out all the crap. If you're back on cookies and crackers and that kind of stuff, get that out first. Then what you have is onions. Cooked onions is a shorter sugar chain, so when it's cooked, it turns to sugar faster in your system. And carrots. Carrots have a lot of sugar, but if you're putting some of those in your diet while you're stepping down, then you can remove those or have them more modestly, or that is where you get your sugar. You got to have a certain amount of sugar and carbs a day for optimal brain function. But again, it's a balance. You need to work with someone who can help you figure those things out for your body type if you don't know them already. So I'm going to put half of that in there, set that to the side. I am going to add beet. It's a great liver detox, and I feel like I need that right now, but I don't eat a whole lot of beets at different times of day just because I realized I saw in this thing it's more of a carb. Somebody check that for me. I love beets. Juiceland used to have this great juice you could get that was a liver cleanse. They called it something else. Grapefruit, apple, beet. It was just delicious. But they got rid of it because grapefruit can mess with blood sugar, and I'm sure it was a liability. When they went corporate, a lot of their things changed. So let's add some beets. Just remember, when you do eat beets, your pee and poop may be red or pink. Don't freak out. Just remember you ate the beets, because red gonna look like that later. Don't freak the fuck out. Okay, so we're adding some of that. Let's just go ahead with the small beet. Let's just, the onion smells so good cooking. Make them a little bit smaller, a little bit. I need to put those in the bowl. I kind of just want to throw those onions in, but I think that's going to be off the balance. Let's get some spices real quick going. And I'm not going to move the camera. We're like all set up. I'm just going to leave that. Hang on. Let me get some spices. We are going to use Tony Chachere's. And let's look at the ingredients. I bet motherfucker, well, it says total sugars, no, 0. But ingredients is brown sugar. Brown sugar. How is the sugar? Sugar, 0. And the number 1 ingredient is brown sugar. Yeah, you can shop H-E-B, even you can look through and find the ones that are sugar-free. They're not quite as accessible. I live in a smaller town. I have left Austin. I put a little garlic powder. So I live in a smaller town now. Love it, love it, love it, by the way. Elgin, Texas, shout out. Just 30 minutes outside of Austin, but oh my God, it's so nice. I love it out here. A little pepper, a little black pepper. Smells really good. Now we're going to get out Brussels sprouts. I like to kind of cut them in like thirds. We have a compost out back, so we're going to put all of our, oh, it's full. Oops. Let me just say, those compost filters, the little filter inside this baby works. I didn't even realize it was full. Probably smells. We're not going to check it out right now. Okay. We're getting there. This is taking too long. Let's get some Brussels sprouts. Use whatever. You know, this is a good time to kind of maybe even use vegetables you don't use very often. You can, of course, throw some potatoes in there. When I make roasted vegetables, I'll put some potatoes or some sweet potatoes or some butternut squash. I kind of mix different things in because you're seasoning it and it tastes good. And like, I'll put roasted veggies with chicken on top and bake it, and the boys, just grown men, children, and husband, will just eat it and not really maybe focus on what vegetables are in there because it all tastes good together and they don't really realize. There are also ways I made a spaghetti squash casserole, and I use vegan cheese because I am gluten and dairy free. But a good tomato sauce, lean meat, that spaghetti, put it in a casserole, and then cover it in that cheese, and people didn't even know. They didn't even know. So here, just a few more, and then I'm going to show you what it looks like. It's going to be so delicious. And this is something, you know, especially when people are trying, you got to find ways to just make the steps. You know, you can't beat yourself up and have this expectation that everything's going to happen all at once. You just need to take steps every day. Move more. Be kind to yourself while you're doing it. Oh my God, I haven't lost the weight. Baby steps, baby steps. That's fucking baby steps. Okay, so looking really nice here. Look at that. Beautiful, beautiful. Looks a little dry. Let's just put a dab of oil. Hear that? I don't know, I got the headphones on, y'all might not be able to hear that. But it's looking really, really delicious. Okay, so I got H-E-B's turkey sausage, healthier option. A lot of times when you're switching over, you know what, maybe you have the regular pork sausage. You just bake those baby steps again. Just eventually you'll get to the turkey sausage. Just eventually you'll skip sausage. Now the sausage, the turkey sausage, I will say, is weird looking. Don't let it freak you out, it tastes good. We're just gonna put some in there. It's gray-ish, so that's the weird looking part, you know? It doesn't look the same as your pork sausage, but it's good. It's good. It's better than, you know, turkey bacon, I think. Turkey bacon's not bad, but you know, sometimes it's hard to let go of real bacon, but that's all right. Baby steps. Baby steps. Just do what you can. And today you may be able to have turkey sausage, and tomorrow you may say, F that, I gotta have my pork sausage. Baby steps, do what you can do every day. Every day is gonna be different. Okay. Sorry, let me wash my hands and let the turkey sausage on me. Let's come back over here. Okay, so we are cooking. Looking really good with the sausage. This turkey sausage is not, it's like drying out again, but we're not adding more oil. That's enough of the oil. We're just gonna let it do its thing. Make sure that sausage gets nice and cooked in there. See it? Looks really good, right? And then it's almost done. We are going to add your greens. This is also a good time to add maybe greens you don't normally. Okay, we're almost done. I'm almost out of storage. This is where you add the greens that you may normally not always eat, but they taste really good in here. Stir those greens in. A lot of times I just like to eat this right here. You can always put an egg, like pan post an egg. Pan poach. Maybe that's what I meant to say. I don't know. You get the picture. It's looking really, really effing lovely. And here, there we go. Look at that. I will get a plate real quick and plate it for you and show you what it looks like. Just tips and ideas. Baby steps. Baby steps. Let's look at this. This is a lot. You don't need to eat all this, but I'm just going to put some of this on here. I'll show you what it looks like. Beautiful, beautiful. Look at that. Brussels sprouts, kale, beets, rutabaga, onion, and turkey sausage. Ooh, drop some. Bye.